Mother's Day came and it was beautiful. The sun was shining. It was a bright and glorious Sunday morning. I was pregnant with a little boy and I couldn't have been happier. 4 days later, sitting in the doctor's office on a routine check, I heard the words, "There is no heartbeat." How do you live through that? How do you go forward and live through other Mother's Days? How do you ever, ever get through a pain like that? That's a question a lot of us have to answer. With Mother's Day approaching us, I know there are many thousands of mothers out there with broken hearts that need comfort, that need healing, that need to be cared for. Where do we get this? How do we get through Mother's Day without our child? I experienced loss again, was some years later, this time with an adult son. And I'd like to say that I was better prepared. I was not. We're never prepared for the loss of a child. What mother is prepared for that? None. The brokenness resurged all over again, raw and real. And once again, I, like you, was faced with the question, how do I get through Mother's Day? I searched my soul. I wept, I cried out to God for help. And in my pleas, I found that there is hidden within the soul of each of us a tiny flame of hope. And when we search for that little flame, that little spark of hope, we find that it truly is there. It's there to comfort us. It's there to be with us. It's there to help us through these horrible valleys of death that we have to experience. I, like you, am facing Mother's Day with a great deal of sorrow, but also with joy. And you might say, well, that's conflicting. How can you say that? How can you do that? I believe that we can choose the thoughts that we have. Now, that's not always possible in our early days, months, years of loss. You and I both know that. But as we travel along this journey of loss, of being a bereaved mother, we find that as time passes, we are more able to choose those moments of quietness, of peace, of softness, of beauty, of laughter that we had with our child. And we can focus on those moments to provide the comfort that we need to get us through Mother's Day. I know this Mother's Day, that's exactly what I will be doing. I will take a walk early in the morning by myself, just myself and my thoughts. And already I'm beginning to smile because I know that I will be thinking beautiful thoughts of times with my children who are no longer here. When I do that, it provides a comfort to me that can only come from those special moments that I alone as a mother had with my child. You can do that too. I promise you it helps. I promise you it will work. I promise you that will help you get through this Mother's Day. I also have been thinking a lot, and I know that there are so many who need help, who need to learn how to walk this walk of grief and loss a little bit better. It's difficult, it's painful, it's lonely, it feels just so broken. In the weeks and months ahead, I'll be sharing with you some of my thoughts and some of my personal ways that I have learned to cope with the grief of loss. And it's my hope that as you allow me to share with you, that we will be able to walk this walk together stronger as mothers, that we will be able to experience some joy as mothers, and that we will be able to experience days like Mother's Day with that flicker of hope inside. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me share with you. Please try it. Please think those thoughts. Please take time this Mother's Day to just focus on those happy, quiet moments that you had with your child that are special to you. I promise you, you'll get the comfort that you need.